There's never any music, but I hear it in my mind because I've been doing this so long. One more time. Hey, woo! Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. God, I'm winded. That's how you know I haven't done this show in a month. It is Stupid Games, Stupid Prizes here on the Trident Network on Twitch. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully you have us on one screen and some women's basketball on the other screen. And if not, get your fucking shit together, dude. You're missing out. The game's hopping right now. Anywho, I am your stupid host, Justin Swinson. If you just happen to wander your way around the Wild West that is Twitch and stumble upon us here and you're wondering, what in the world is this man talking about and what have I found? Let me explain to you real quick. Stupid Games, Stupid Prizes is the silliest internet game show on earth. What you're going to see here is we've got three wonderful contestants who are going to be playing some really stupid games for some even stupider prizes. And, you know, we're just going to be enjoying friendship. There everybody is. God damn. How's it going, guys?
Really good.
Good. I was going to say, Abby, you're keeping me on my toes there.
Sorry, I absolutely jumped the gun on that. Do you want me to go back?
No, everybody's here. Do
you want me to get rid of these people?
Hell no, keep them here. We can get through this introduction as a family.
Okay.
What is the Trident Network, you ask? It is a digital entertainment network based on three principles: connection, support, and accessibility. Here at the Trident Network, we have podcasts, we have live shows, we have sketch comedy videos, we have game shows, just like the one you're watching right now, put on by artists from all over the map. In order to sustain a project like this, obviously, we need support from viewers, yes, like you. What are the easiest ways to support us here at the Trident Network? I'm glad you asked. First and easiest way, look just under where I'm pointing right now. You should see a little button that says subscribe right there. Just click that. That's the fastest, easiest way to help us out. Honestly, if you are one of those people who has Amazon Prime, if you subscribe, it's free. It's free. You get it for free. You might as well get something for giving your money to Jeff Bezos every year. Lord knows you need a little something back. It's the easiest way to support us. If you are just of the morally highest conscience and don't have a Prime account, salute to you. You're better than me. But if you still want to support us, it would just be $5. Come on. 100 nickels? I know you got it. I saw your Instagram story this weekend. I knew what you were doing. You got money. You got it good. But I'm not going to be dipping in your pockets too much talking about all that sort of stuff. I will say that we have shows here on Twitch on Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays when you can check us out. We got podcasts that you can listen to anytime, anywhere you listen to your podcast. All you got to do is search the Trident Network and you will see a laundry list of different programming that you can listen to. Now, all that's out the way. Let's get the formal introductions in. Now that we already have everybody here, I'm going to introduce contestant number one in this bubble, closest to me, right above me. There it is. Contestant one, introduce yourself to the internet.
Hey, internet. My name's Carly. She, her.
Sweet. Carly, one question for you. If you were a star women's basketball player, what would your go-to move be?
I would do a slam dunk, but like it would be a vertical 360 dunk.
Nice. That's a good one.
I'm very good at sports.
You heard her. I'm not going to question it. Contestant number two, just over here to my left. Introduce yourself to the internet and, you know, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, Justin, thanks for having me back. That's right. Everyone out there on Twitch probably recognizes me. It's me, Jesse Gomez. This is the third time I've been on Stupid Games, Stupid Prizes. I have yet to win, but I think all that might change on my fourth appearance.
I mean, I believe in you. I believe it took, if I remember correctly, other member of the Four Timers Club, Allie Stark, 4 attempts to get it. So this could be your night.
I'm feeling optimistic, Justin. Go Bulls.
Ooh, don't hear that too often these days. Contestant number 3, all the way down yonder in that third bubble. Introduce yourself to the internet, my friend.
Hi, Internet. I'm Paige. And Justin, I don't know if you're going to ask me it, but I wanted to answer it anyways, because I heard a story about this happening this weekend. If I was a women's basketball player, my signature move would be that I juke people so hard that their ankles break.
Just the thing that happens.
Oh.
That's the thing that happens.
Justin, is there time for me to answer that question too?
Of course there is. What do you mean?
So, if I was a women's basketball player, my signature move would be the Euro step pirouette.
Ooh.
So I'd take the ball, right? I'd gather my dribble. I'd take the Euro step, 1, 2, and then I would jump and I would spin in the air and just lay it in the basket.
That's pretty. That's pretty. They'd have to bring you in to motion capture that one.
Mocap. That's what they call in the biz, mocap. No cap.
Jesus Christ. Before we get off to this, what I am sure will be an absurd show, let us shout out tonight's sponsor. It is the one, the only, Dollar Value Plus. That's right, bitch. Dollar Value Plus, 6714 North Clark Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60626. Your one-stop shop for anything you need in Chicago, the crown jewel of Rogers Park. That is Dollar Value Plus. God damn. We've got some really good prizes actually today. I walked into Dollar Value today, and I'm not gonna lie. I felt like Karen Carpenter, because man, rainy days and Mondays, bringing me the fuck down, baby. Is that too dark? I don't know. It's 2024. Get over it. We're on the internet. Anywho, what I thought about was that it is spring. It is now upon us. And that one of the things I like to do personally when it does become spring is I got a little 3-step thing, much like gym tan laundry, but a little bit different. I clean, I organize, and then I relax. And that's exactly what tonight's 3 prizes are all about. That's right, 3. It's a magic number, kids. All right, the first thing that we would want to do is we want to clean. It's spring cleaning. You want to refresh your nest. You want to get right. And there's no better way to do that than when this absolutely adorable bottle of Fabuloso.
Wow.
Hey,
They smell good.
Ay, Dios mío.
I want everything around me to smell good.
it's the purple flavor.
You know it's the OG lavender scent, baby. We're not getting that blue stuff here. Hell no.
Put it on my neck. I put it on my wrist.
That is just one of 3 prizes that tonight's winner will receive. But in order to win, man, you got to start hot. And that means starting with round 1. Boom. All right, friends. We are starting off with a Stupid Game, Stupid Prizes classic. And the question I am usually asking every Friday or Saturday night if I'm out with friends, where we finna eat at? This is a special opening day baseball edition of Where We Finna Eat At. Let me explain. What you are about to see on your screen, friends, is a picture of an item that you would find at a Major League Baseball park. These are all brand new items coming to Major League ballparks this year. All you got to do is, once you see that item, tell me which baseball team is selling that item. Obviously, I'm not a monster, so these are going to be multiple choice questions. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. All right, M, if you so kind, please, let's get that first one up. Contestants, you are looking at a rainbow cookie egg roll. That's right, a rainbow cookie egg roll. And you know what? Just because it was the first one, I thought I'd be a little kind, and maybe, if you're familiar, you can see a little bit of that team's logo in the picture. Now, is that the logo of a team? Hey, don't give it to them twice, Em. We're not that nice here. Easy. Now, is this being served? It's okay. It's being served by either the New York Mets, the Boston Red Sox, or the Baltimore Orioles. Carly, I will come to you first. Which of those three teams do you think sells a rainbow cookie egg roll?
I think it's the Boston Red Sox. And I only say this because I know everybody in Boston is colorblind, so they think that orange is actually red in those logos.
Oh, all right.
Shots fired.
I was gonna say I need somebody from Boston in the chat to confirm that.
I'm pretty sure Mark Wahlberg's gonna beat you up.
Well, he's too busy.
You know, he don't need much of a reason. He's got a past.
Yeah,
he doesn't need much of a reason. Oh boy, Jesse.
Hey,
where in the world are they making? Hey, what's up, man? Where are they
What's up?
making a rainbow cookie egg roll? New York, Boston, or Baltimore?
Justin, you know this about me, but the Nye Mets are my favorite baseball squadron, so I've got to go with the Nye Mets.
1 point to Jesse for a Simpsons reference, please. God damn it. That's the Mets is locked in for Jesse Page. You've heard two different answers. You've heard Boston, you've heard New York. Do you think it's one of those, or do you think that the rainbow cookie egg roll is being served in Baltimore?
Now, I need to be honest with you guys. I did watch a little news segment about all the new foods to expect. I was on a work trip. I was on a bunch of work trips, and I saw one this week in particular on Good Morning America. They talked all about the food. So I do know what the answer is, but I do want to say that you did try to trick us with the orange, with the Orioles, right? Aren't the Orioles a little orange? Anyways, it's the Mets, I think.
You're saying it's the Mets?
Yes, I'm saying New
Definitely
York,
the Mets.
New York all the way.
Ooh,
I'm
we got a
walking
little-
over here.
Oh, now are we in Yonkers or something? What's going on here? Paige, Jesse, you're correct. It is in fact from the New York Mets. Good job, Carly. There's plenty of time. We got 4 more of these, and they won't all be so easy.
Me and Boston are in food now, so it's fine.
It's all right. It's all right. Hey,
Hey, Justin,
Getting
I
a
didn't
Boston
realize that
winner.
we could make Simpsons references and we'd get extra points.
if it's a good one, yeah. If it fits, go for it.
That's perfect because I have never watched The Simpsons before.
I was gonna say, I was like, if I remember correctly, I was like, you've never seen The Simpsons. Geez, we gotta get to that at some point. Good Lord. But there's no time now. Let's get that second yummy graphic up. Baby, that's an apple pie chimichanga. That could only be available at a few places. Yep. Some folks here. Now, once again, I said, I'm gonna throw him a bone. If you look hard enough, just enough, maybe you would have seen it in there where exactly you can find this. But I'll go through this anyway because I like to do the dance. We gotta pretend we're doing this. All right. Is this from the Texas Rangers, the Arizona Diamondbacks, or the San Diego Padres? Carly, I'm gonna come back to you first because you have no points, but I think some points may be in your future. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that it is the Arizona Diamondbacks because they hold nothing sacred in Arizona. And an apple pie chimichanga? How dare you?
I mean, it's as American as an apple pie chimichanga. What do you mean? Jesse, what are you thinking here out of those 3?
So it's funny because when Paige mentioned that they had seen a Good Morning America segment, I remembered that I was pumping gas at the gas station, and you know how they have those TVs. Some show came on. I'm pretty sure Joel McHale was hosting it, and he was also talking about the new. I think it was the top. If I remember what the segment name was, I think it was called the top 5 things to eat if you want to shit your pants in public, and this one was ranked 3rd. And I know that it was the Arizona Diamondbacks because fun fact, Randy Johnson, I hired him and he was a photographer at my wedding. So.
Whoa. That's a fun fact for sure.
Jeez Louise. Super fun. So Diamondbacks.
Paige, here we go.
There
Texas
are
Rangers.
only so
Arizona.
many baseball teams that I definitely know about.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is because two of them really.
Oh,
I played on their teams as a child. Those were
like
our
Rookie of the Year?
adopted cities,
Like a
our
prodigy.
adopted, yeah, like a prodigy, like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Isn't he in a baseball movie where he plays
Oh
with the
yeah.
pros or something?
Angels of the Outfield.
And then Rookie of the Year, that was
Rookie of the Year.
Thomas what was that kid's name?
Good
Justin
question. I only know his
Rookie of the
name
Year.
in the movie.
One of the teams was my first ever baseball team that I played on was the Arizona Diamondbacks. And so I know that they've changed the logo. I know what it looks like, and that was their chimichanga for sure.
Well, you all are right. I don't know how you got that one, but you got it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. 1 point for
That's dope.
everyone.
Dude, you should have the team's watermark on every picture.
I don't think I have them on the next three. I hope so, at least. I guess we're about to find out. M. Haha, good luck, you punks. This here is a loaded funnel cake fry sundae. Where in God's name can you find a loaded funnel cake fry sundae? Philadelphia, New York, or Washington? Paige, we're going back around the other way now. No watermark to save you now. No cute little logo to bail you out.
You were
You're in
right.
the jungle now, baby.
Sorry, you said New York. What was the other one? Washington and
The Phillies, the New York Yankees, or the Washington Nationals.
I'm gonna go with the Phillies. I think this is a Philadelphia creation because I don't think funnel cakes appeal to the people of New York in the same way, but I feel like they would appeal to the people of Philadelphia.
Interesting, interesting. I need the New Yorkers in the chat come through. Hey yo, let me know. Is this not
I've
your
never
bacon
I've
egg?
never heard a New Yorker be like, "Hey, my funnel cake's over here." You know what I mean? It doesn't roll off the tongue the same way.
I'm sure they got a fun New York name for it, but we'll find out in due time. Jesse, what are you thinking here?
Yeah.
Phillies, Yankees, Nationals. Which team is selling a funnel cake sundae?
So cute story, super cute story. I was taking a cab, and you know how in the taxi cabs they have the point of sale system also has a display, and they show TV shows. Okay, so cool, right? So I'm watching it, right? My cabbie's asking me, a bunch of just like really casual icebreakers, like, "What's your religion?" Right? Like, what is your stance on human rights? Like just kind of just just really light conversation, right?
Yeah.
And I'm watching, and all of a sudden Ellen DeGeneres appears, and Ellen DeGeneres is like, "Oh, here's a food segment. Top 5 foods you'd eat either before or after an insurrection, a January 6th insurrection." And and so these funnel fries happen to be number 2 on that list. Washington Nationals final answer.
Okay, all right, locked in. Carly, you've heard 2 separate answers here. Where do you think a loaded funnel cake fried sundae comes from?
Okay, so I just was back home in Cincinnati visiting my mother for the high holiday of the weekend, and parents don't have streaming, so we were watching cable. And my mom's addicted to cooking shows, and so it was on a cooking show, and now they have like panels of cooking shows where like a bunch of chefs sit around and just watch each other cook and comment on it. And the guy that he's a sandwich guy, I don't know his real name, but the sandwich guy.
Jeff Morrow, he's from Chicago.
Thank you, it is Jeff Morrow. Jeff Morrow was like, "Hey, we have a preview of the next hot item." And it was actually these funnel cake fries. And he's like, "It's from my home state, Washington. So it's going Washington."
Okay, all right. I've got some good news and bad news. Sadly, they are not in Washington. That's going to be a Philadelphia creation. Carly, the Washington Nationals play in Washington, D.C.
No, not
And
at all.
Jeff Morrow's from Elma Park, Illinois.
Yeah, you know what? Those were the holes in my story.
You know what? I still like it though. It's still a good story. Still a hell of a story. Hell of a
My
tale.
story was 100% true. That all happened.
Sure. How about we get this next one on, because I've had enough of dessert. Let's eat some real food. And what's more real than a renegade hot dog, brother? Hell yeah. That's a hot dog with caramelized onions, pierogies, and pickles. Not to mention just a little bit of shredded pork. Yum, 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 yum. Call a hospital for me. Where in the hell are they serving this? Milwaukee, Cleveland, or Pittsburgh?
Fuck.
Jesse, I'm coming to you first. I know all hellholes. Which one?
Okay, so literally as soon as you flashed that foot long of agita, on the screen, the first thing that popped in my head was, this is some Yinzer shit. Like, this is straight up Yinzer shit. But then as soon as you said Milwaukee, I was like, it could totally be Milwaukee too, because people from Milwaukee have so little going on. And shout out to the people from Milwaukee. You're probably tuning in because you definitely don't have any plans tonight. I don't know who has a bigger the answer. Justin, the answer is Milwaukee. It's Milwaukee.
All right. And, shout out to everybody in Milwaukee who's tuning in, taking a break from their getting ready for the Republican National Convention this summer to watch the show tonight. We are all, I don't know. Giannis, get out of there as fast as you can. Paige, what are you thinking for what they have dubbed a renegade hot dog? Milwaukee, Cleveland, or Pittsburgh?
So Cleveland, we all know they have to compete with a sister city, Cincinnati, and Cincinnati has an atrocity of their own.
Be careful.
Their chili is fucked
Like-
up. Their chili
No.
is really, that's the most grossest thing I've ever learned about in my adulthood.
Have you tasted it?
So I'm gonna I haven't tasted it, and I don't wanna. My sister went and she tried it, and she said
Coney dogs are good. Coney
I don't
dogs
need to
slap.
do it. Look, I'm gonna say Cleveland, because I think I'm trying to think of, like, where are the white people that want the pierogies on a hot dog, and I think Ohio's kind of can be a messed up place sometimes. Some of the weirdos, I feel like, come from there. Carly, you from there? Are you from there? Because you're making a lot of faces, and I'm going, did I
She's
call Carly a
totally from
weirdo?
there. Dude,
Listen,
Carly is
not
totally
only
from
am
there.
I from there, but all of Ohio will fight you. Because we are
Well-
full of corn and rage, okay?
Anyway,
Let me
Carly,
tell you what.
point proven. I think it's true.
you've not only have you heard two separate answers, but you've heard fighting words from Paige here. Where in the hell are they selling this hot dog? Milwaukee, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh. And also, sell us on the goodness that is, yes, Skyline Chili is Cincinnati. Tell us about it, Carly.
Okay, Cincinnati chili is classic. It comes from the Labernetti's family. They're Greek. They put chocolate and cinnamon in the chili, but it's not hearty chili. It's really runny chili.
Oh,
And it is.
you're not doing a good sell job here.
You know what? Don't eat it. Don't eat it
Let her
because
cook.
there's enough
Let her
for
cook.
the ones. No.
You're
know
like,
what?
these Greeks threw chocolate in this running.
Yo, don't even. You just wait. You're gonna have it, and it's gonna be so good. Anyway,
Honestly, I would like to be proven wrong about Cincinnati chili. Skyline
It's
chili.
actually, I've had Skyline Chili. It's very, very good. And Coney dogs are awesome. So I'm just giving you shit, Carly.
when I grew up and I moved out of Ohio, I went over a friend's house and I was like, "What are we having for dinner?" And they're like, "Chili." And I was like, and they set down this big hearty bowl of soup in front of me, and I was like, "Oh, why is it so thick?" I didn't know. Anyways, I think this is Cleveland, because they're jealous of the Skyline Coney.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Wow, shots fired at Cleveland. But no shots fired at the correct answer. The correct answer was Pittsburgh.
Always go with your gut.
Yep.
Damn.
Pittsburgh is, it's an interesting place. I'll just leave it at that. Speaking of interesting places, the good Lord, I'm lost my mind. The fifth and final food item we have for you guys right now is from a truly cursed place. This is the Back to Blue burger, baby.
Gross.
Burger so vile, we colored it blue. Now, there are 3
Did you
teams
say
that wear
back the blue? It's a back the blue burger? Is that what you said?
Never. No, back to blue, not back
I
the
was like,
blue.
which
Good
thing
Lord,
is
no.
that?
Wait, can we look at the lettuce again? Because why is it so curved?
That thing
Yo,
just got out the sauna.
Is it cake? Is it cake?
Honestly, let's just what a burger right there.
Paige goes, is it back the blue?
I thought you said it's a back the blue burger, and I was like, wait,
No.
for real?
No, we don't do that here. No. It's a back to TO blue burger. Oh, geez. Even though I'm sure a back the blue burger does exist somewhere in probably all 3 of these cities, Los Angeles, Kansas City, and Chicago. Which of them, though? Which baseball team sells the back to blue burger?
What were the
And
3
actually,
cities?
you know what, Em? Real quick. 1 point for Carly for defending Cincinnati chili.
Thank
We
you so
love some
much,
pumpkin
Justin.
fries.
Also did.
Love some pumpkin fries.
Taste it. You won't
Paige, which one of these do you think sells that burger, and which of them you think moves the most back the blue burgers?
Say the 3 cities again. You said LA,
Kansas City, and Chicago.
Kansas City, or Chicago?
Mhm.
I think a burger like that, I'm gonna be honest, the good people of LA, I think, would not be cool with that. I'm gonna say Kansas City. I'm gonna say Kansas City.
Gotcha. Jesse, what are you thinking, man? Cubs,
No.
Royals, Dodgers. Which
This was
ball team
super
you got?
clever. Very clever because all 3 of those teams, have like white and blue, right? Like uniform colors. So very, very good. Here's the thing. If you've been to Wrigley Field, there's no way they're going to be able to expedite all those different components. If you order that burger in the 1st inning, you're getting it at the 7th inning stretch. First off, like, there's just way too much going on there. So it has to be a stadium that is less well attended. I agree with Paige too. If LA is going to do something like this, they're going to do something that's got either Korean inspired flavors or Mexican inspired flavors. They're not going with blue cheese. It's just not happening. So the good folks at Kaufman probably got plenty of time in their hands to assemble all 18 components of this burger, which I'm still not convinced isn't just cake. So I'm going to go with Kansas City. Final answer.
So shout out to Jesse for knowing the name of the ballpark. Nerd. Carly, you've heard some really compelling arguments here for Kansas City. What do you think it is?
I think that this burger was made by a bunch of tryhards. And I'm looking at you, LA, trying to get an Instagram moment when you should just be enjoying a burger at the stadium. That is my final answer. It is absolutely LA.
Ooh, man, I love a good dig at LA, even when it's absolutely wrong. The correct answer was Kansas City. But I love what you were going for there, Carly. I love what you were going for because that is some LA shit. That is some
right?
picky ass. No, we have fun at the ballpark too type energy.
Look at me, burger, it's blue.
Go Dodgers. Yeah. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah. After a delicious first round, Jesse and Paige are tied for first with 4 points. Carly still working on that appetizer with just 2 points, but that's okay. because it is time for our first redemption round, which goes to the person in second place, which wouldn't you know it, because there's a tie in first. That's you, Carly.
What? Yeah. All right.
Here's how this is gonna work. You will be given 20 seconds to talk about a topic of my choosing. At that point, it will be up to our loyal base there in the chat to decide whether you will receive 2 points, which will bring you into a tie for first. Now, obviously, this past Friday, Beyonce released her new record, Cowboy Carter, and the whole world has gotten just a little bit more country. I need you to pitch Beyonce, because I know she's watching, on what the third album in the Renaissance trilogy will be. You may start whenever you're ready.
All right. B. I'm gonna call you by B. You know, I'm C, you're B. B, you gotta go back to piano, back to the basics of music, and we're gonna go jazz.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a hip hop jazz cross? No, because you haven't done it yet, B. You have to get this like ragtime going. You got to get some prohibition going. And then, you know what? You're going to have the renaissance of music, and you're going to claim territory that nobody's claiming. You know what I mean? Like John Baptiste, listen, great artist. But is he doing crossover albums? Is he doing fusion? No. Oh my God, get Maya Angelou on a fucking record. You know what I mean? Like, is Billie Holiday still alive? If not, remaster that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get Ella Fitzgerald up in here. Get some jazzy goodness all up in them bones. B? Because you know, you look great in a flapper dress. I'm just gonna say it. And then some high-waisted suspenders. Listen, the styling does itself, B. So it's jazz, baby.
All right. Everybody in the chat, there's a poll going up right now. Does Carly deserve 2 points for all that jazz? Or I can't think of another thing to say about Beyonce that would work for this bit, but just go ahead and vote in the chat and we'll decide and we'll figure it out. Good Lord. While we wait for that, honestly, how about we just go around the horn? Jesse, what do you think the next genre should be for the next Beyonce album?
Yeah, you would think I was thinking about an answer while Carly was improvising, some might even say, jazz, a foundation of jazz. I'm gonna go with she's gonna release a K-pop album.
Ooh.
That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that would be fun. Oh man. All right. Paige, what do you think?
For Renaissance, I think she should go full Renaissance. I think we should hear an Italian choral number, almost who was in the Renaissance? Who was making music back then?
Vinci, I assume.
I think maybe Bach is too recent, but you know, maybe like a mandolin will certainly be in there, and maybe like a little flute, a little pan flute would probably be in there.
Dude,
And
some lutes.
Yep, lutes, tights with billowy pant shorts around the booty,
And like a feather coming out of a hat.
stinky people, and Leonardo da Vinci.
I like it. Hear me out, guys. I feel like for me personally, the Beyonce becoming a part of our cultural zeitgeist started with Carmen, a hip opera. So it's only right that she finish it, bringing it right back. We got to drop that opera album, baby. Got to bring it around town, as they would say.
Okay, so you're also hoping for some sort of like almost choral, many voices from the high heavens kind of sound.
Yeah. Because I think after this, she's done. I think after this, she's like, all right, I've done everything I wanted to do. I'm out of here.
What about like circus music, like carnival music, like and then Jay-Z starts rapping over that, you know?
I think Britney already did it. Did
she?
so circus.
But that was a while ago now, was
If Brittany did circus, did Christina do carnival? The thing that rolls through the town?
it? By the boy, yeah. Also, the results from the poll are in. Carly, congratulations. You received 2 big points. You're now tied for first. And oh, baby, we're right back where we started, which means it's time for round 2. Chaos. Pure chaos. All right, friends. I hope you got your checkbooks out because we're playing How Much We Talking? March Madness Edition. That's right. If you have been keeping 2 screens on at the same time, you know that the Iowa Hawkeyes are going to the Final Four. Sorry for everybody who betted on LSU. You've lost money. But a way to get that back is possibly betting on this next round. Because how this is going to work is I'm going to give our contestants here a college and or university, and they will have to tell me what a year's tuition is for that college.
This is too
Whoever
real.
whoever gets the closest will receive 3 points. Second closest will receive 2. Furthest away will receive 1. Yes, I'm sorry, Jesse. I am prepping you for your future. But no, you're good. Lucia's real smart kid. She'll get a scholarship. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it, bro. You good. You good.
Yeah.
She's a sharp cookie, man.
She
Hell.
does extracurriculars, right?
Yeah,
No,
she's a
really,
Girl Scout.
she's not- yeah, but they don't give Girl Scout. Let's just move on. I'm sorry.
Okay,
We'll
fair
be
enough,
all
fair enough. Let's talk about the University of Connecticut. That's right, the #1 seed in the men's tournament, and they've also on the verge of possibly qualifying for the Final Four on the women's side. Ooh, baby, how much is out-of-state tuition at the University of Connecticut? Yes, all of these will be out-of-state because, good Lord, it's no fun to do in-state. That's no fun. You gotta leave. You gotta spread your wings. You gotta see the country. All right, Paige, you were smiling and nodding at the University of Connecticut for some reason, so I assume there's some connection there. So I'll let you go first. How much is a year's tuition at the University of Connecticut?
I believe I am going to guess a nice out-of-state tuition would be around, I'm going to say 65K.
Okay. Got it.
A year's tuition, 65K out of state.
Got it. Carly, what do you
I
think?
have a quick clarifying question. Is this closest
Sure.
without going over?
You can go over.
Okay, great.
We'd get sued if we played it that way.
Okay. No litigation. I'm gonna say it's a 28,500 for out of state. They just feel like a 28 kind of place, you know.
All right, Jesse, what do you got? You've had some time to mull it over.
I'm gonna go with 37.5.
37.5. All right. The actual out-of-state tuition for a year at the University of Connecticut is $43,034. Oy. Jesse, you will receive 3 points for that guess. Let me see. Math. If I'm not mistaken, M, correct me if I'm wrong on the scoreboard, but I believe Carly receives 2 points and Paige would get 1. Right?
I think that Paige gets the 2 points because Paige gets the 28,000, right?
No, Carly was 2850.
Oh, sorry, I was looking down and I just heard voices and I can't distinguish voices apparently.
Absolutely Paige me.
Oh my gosh, and I'm a fool. But no, correct. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's get those scores.
Sweet. That's why we're a team. All right. Speaking of teams, let's talk about the team that just got bounced from the tournament. Louisiana State Tigers. Now, this is out-of-state tuition. I will give you this. It's lower than the amount we just had. How's that for a hint? Carly, what are you thinking here for Louisiana State University?
Okay. Lower than we just had. And it's Louisiana's in the southern part of the country.
Yep.
That's lower as well. I think I think it's $33,225.
Ooh, love these specifics. Jesse, what do you got for me, my man?
Hey, Justin, this is Jesse guessing. This is Jesse's guess.
Okay.
Paige?
I was like,
Come on, M.
I was like, why are you doing it like that?
M knew why. So okay. I think now is a good time to let the audience on Twitch know I have a 9-year-old, so I'm halfway through saving, and I've been contributing to Illinois 529 literally since the first month the child was born. I set up the account. I've been very diligent. I am not wealthy by any means. I'm just responsible. And I'm proud to say I will roughly have maybe a year's worth of tuition, keeping in mind that at current rate of inflation, all these tuitions that we're discussing will probably be double by the time my daughter matriculates. So that's why I was just so gutted by this category. So Louisiana State, without any more stalling, I'm going to say 31,250.
All right. Paige, how much do you think?
You're gonna say you said it was less
Mhm.
than when we just talked about. Okay, so I'm gonna say 38.
Okay.
38. And
Awesome.
let me just say, I thought my last guess was so good. I don't know if you saw the confidence with which I answered, but I thought it was so good because I was like, well, with inflation, it's got to be so much more than what anyone else had to pay when I went to college. And I was fucking wrong. I was wrong.
Isn't one of the things you learn in college, though, is that confidence is key?
Yeah, and I also learned that math is not at all something I'm good at. So I also think that's probably part of it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, actually, everybody was really close on this one. The out-of-state tuition for Louisiana State is $28,631. Jesse, I know you're scared about the future, but at least you know your way around tuitions, my man. If anybody wants to throw Jesse some bones for his kids pending college tuition, please, we'll maybe throw his Venmo in the chat or something. Because good Lord, you scared the hell out of me with this now that I think about it. Boy, I'm be like, well, kid, you better learn how to use a wrench because Pops ain't got it. How about we move on to the team that just beat Louisiana State, Iowa. Iowa can't be too expensive, right? For the love of God. It is slightly higher than what we just had. I'll give you that. Jesse, you've been on fire, so I got to lead off with you, man, on this one. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna go with 30,900.
All right. Carly, what you got?
I think Iowa, not it, what is Iowa even known for?
Agriculture.
Caitlin Clark. It's the biggest thing that ever happened, man.
Okay. That gave me nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I think it's gonna be a rough 32,800.
Okay. Paige, what you thinking?
I'm gonna say 31.2K.
There's another one. Everybody's on the green, but holy shit. M, can we give Carly 4 points because the tuition at the University of Iowa is 32,927.
Whoa.
Very close.
Yeah, you were off by 127.
Damn.
That's nuts.
All right, y'all. These last two, they're big ones. Break out the bank, put down a second mortgage, start dealing drugs. We got some big heavy hitters for these last two. The first of those two being everyone's least favorite college, Duke University. That's right, Duke University. Well, first of all, fuck them forever. But second, how much do you think 1 year of tuition is at this prestigious university is? Paige, I will come to you first.
Now I'm like, do you think I was more right with my first answer? Because I do think that's probably more accurate. My private college, nice and big like that. I mean, I'm sure they've got a pretty good endowment, but I'm gonna say
I know, it got me too. Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, why? What's wrong with me? It's just
That's what they tell all the girls at the bar.
I think it is. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go like 52. 52.
Got it. Jesse,
I'm
what are you
gonna say,
thinking?
Duke University. Yeah, man. I mean, gosh, can you really put a price tag on douchebaggery, right?
I know, right?
But in this case, I will say it costs $44,500 a year.
Okay, got it. Carly, how much for a year of out-of-state tuition at Duke University?
I was just watching a TikTok about a girl who got accepted, and she's like, "Oh, can I check Cornell? Because I know I didn't get into Cornell, and it's not the same." But then she ended up getting in, and I was like, "Gotta see these comments." And one of the top ones was, "It's 66,000 a year." So I'm gonna go that it is just as stupidly expensive, and say 66,000 for Duke.
1 year at Duke University is $66,172.
Oh my God.
Gross.
I gotta go buy a lottery ticket.
My mom literally texted me today. It's like, there's a Powerball today. And I'm like, Mom, I know. I'm like, if you win, just give me some money, because I'm not. I'm not playing, and I'm not going to win. Oh boy, we got one last one. It's a heavy hit because it's the last one. And it is the University of Southern California, the place that Will Ferrell is probably still paying for his son to go to. How much is tuition at this place, do you think? Paige, you're in last, so I'm gonna let you get first crack at this thing, homie. What are you thinking?
Thank you so much. My sister went to USC, and she had a little help, but I know she's in like crazy debt. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna be so crazy, but I'm gonna say USC is probably more expensive than Duke, and I'm gonna say 72.
Ooh.
Everything with a 2 for me. Very safe.
I did notice that. I was like, wait a minute.
A 2. Everything with 2.
Jesse, what do you got for me, my man?
I mean, when I think of USC, I think of celebrity parents doing anything they can, right? Including really bad photoshops and just straight up committing fraud to get their kids into that school, right? Side note, who was the celebrity that recently was asking like people to help like with a GoFundMe so her kid could go on like a travel basketball trip? I think it was damn, who was it? It was really good. It was really good. I don't want to say the wrong name because I don't want to throw somebody under the bus who doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was Alyssa Milano. That's who it was. Alyssa Milano was like, yeah. And you know what? Again, I could be totally wrong, but it's Twitch, right? Who cares? That being said, all that was completely relevant to this answer. Paige, what did you say? I'm going to take my cue off you. You said 72 or 62?
I did 72.
You did 72? I'm going to go... Carly, tell me what you're going to guess, and then I'll go kind of somewhere in the middle. No, just tell me. Don't go. Just tell me what you're going to say after I say mine.
78.
Oh, you lying. You know, you're going to say 78. I'm going to go with 64,222.
64,222.
222.
All right, 222, 22, 22. And oh God, it's even worse. It's not even basketball for a baseball team fundraiser. Come on.
Oh, you found it? Who was it? Who was it? Was it Alyssa
It was
Milano?
Alyssa Milano. You were right. One bonus point for Jesse. He's got to pay for his kids' college, man. You got to throw my boy a bone here. Carly, what are you thinking here for the University of Southern California?
You know how you made a joke earlier and about you know what colleges say in bars? They got a big endowment. Well, I went to OSU, and what OSU says in bars, and they're Big 10.
I almost went to that school. My
I
mom saw out of state tuition, and she was like, "Absolutely not."
you know what? It was wonderful. It's a good school. I actually just saw another TikTok of Paige's sister telling the world how much she is in debt. And specifically broke it down by year. And she said 78, 125.
Okay. All right. We'll also throw Paige's sister's Venmo in the chat. Please help these people out. Nobody deserves to live like this. Not a soul. Good Lord, it's just an education. Ooh, hold on to your hats, gang. Just 1 year. 1 year at the University of USC is $68,237. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Like, as a people, can oh boy, oy, oy. Man, oh man, where did we go wrong as a people? Where did we go
It's
wrong?
like you could instead of paying 68,000 a year, you could get 4 of those stupid Elon Musk Tesla bulletproof car things.
Yeah.
You have 4 of those instead.
You could put a big chunk down payment down on a house that will pay you money after living in it in 4 years.
Do you know how many stars you could get named after you at a planetarium for that kind of money?
Man, all the highways I would have in the middle of nowhere with that much money.
You know how many cameos you could get of Rudy Giuliani saying whatever you want for that amount of money?
I don't know about you, but 68K could get me an awful lot of dipping dots, and that's the ice cream of the future.
I'd be wiping my butt. I'd be having lots of UTIs because I'd be wiping my butt with all that money. and I'd have money to pay for the medical treatment of the UTI. So
yeah, you'd be all right. You'd be covered.
I could do that with that money.
Yes. Yeah, that's the good button for that. Good Lord. Good around, guys. Who'd have thought? Head of the class now suddenly at the end of round 1, they were in the back, but now Carly is now graduating in first place with 16. Jesse salutatorian with 15. Paige, hey, you know what? C's get degrees, kid, because she's got 13, and this game is far from over. Actually, wouldn't you know it, it is time for our second redemption round of the evening, and this one goes to the player in last place, which is, it's Paige. Paige, same rules apply as our first redemption round. I'll give you a topic of my choosing. You'll have some time to speak on said topic. Our audience in the chat will vote, and whether you will receive 2 points. Now, your topic is, of course, today is April Fool's Day. And the internet has gotten to this weird point where now everybody's just letting these April Fool's Day jokes fly. And honestly, 5% of them are good. And I may be generous. I may be being generous with the 5%. How do you think we can get back to the good old days of actually having a good laugh about an April Fool's Day prank? Whenever you're ready.
Look, I am no good at pranks. I have trouble keeping lying about surprise parties. People just like I'm good at like keeping the secret, but like they read I stink of discomfort and little secret. I stink of a little secret. So I don't really, I would say that I'm maybe the worst person to ask this question of, but I will say that there are more wholesome pranks that you can play on your siblings. That's really what it is. Like you should not ever play a prank on a stranger. What the fuck is wrong with you, YouTuber? You should not ever play a prank on an elderly person unless they are your grandparents and you have a very close relationship with them. You should only be playing pranks mostly on your siblings. And one time, my good friend, when I was little, her older sister saran wrapped the toilet and then and then stayed in there too long so that she really had to pee, and then let her sister go in. And I think that sounds hilarious. To this day, I think that's the funniest thing I could do. I want to do it to someone still. I don't have the guts, and I have that stink on me. So
All right. Well, I think the lesson we've learned here is, keep it personal. Don't be trying to prank the internet because that's dumb. You're wasting your time. Be more precise. Don't go too big, Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, there is a poll popping up in the chat any moment now to decide whether Paige will receive 2 points. While we wait for that poll to complete itself, Jesse, advice for potential prankers here for the last few hours of April Fool's Day, and maybe they're thinking towards the future.
Absolutely, friends. You're thinking to yourself, it's 9 p.m. Central Time. I've roughly got 3 hours to pull off a prank. Here are a couple things to avoid. Avoid the social media posts that alleges that you're moving to a different town. It's a telltale sign of a really just poorly conceived thing that's been done over and over again. Same thing with professions. If you suddenly announce that you're going to do an about face and pursue a new career in XYZ, telltale sign, my guy, you are just reaching right now and you're desperate for attention. And it stinks. So here is my advice to you. Utilize technology, okay? You got your iPhone, right? The prank should be video themed, and I think the perfect thing to do is keep it simple, right? You're walking through the park, you're talking about something that you might be talking to your friends or followers about on a daily basis, and then oops, you fall into a hole, right? Boom, done. It happens really quick. You don't even have to actually fall through a hole. All you got to do is have the camera tumble, right? And it's just, you're going to get tons of mileage out of that because people love watching someone else fall. To Paige's point, you're not victimizing anybody, you're hurting yourself. But if you do it in a smart way, literally nobody gets hurt. Everyone's having a great time.
Nice. Carly, while I run and go grab the charger for my laptop, please give us your advice. But I also can hear you, so I'll be listening.
Okay, I agree. I think pranks are kind of mean. And so I think the only pranks that are actually sanctionable is when the prankster is giving you money. So say like a cop is coming and pulling you over, and then they say like, well, you know why I pulled you over? And you're like, no. And then they're like, because it looks like you could use $100. And then they hand you $100. That would be great. I would be like, I'm so worried. I'm gonna have to spend money, and then I get money. Or
dude, I'd back the blue if that were the case.
Or your
back
manager,
to blue burger.
or I do not endorse this. Or your manager puts a meeting on your calendar for like Friday morning real early, and says like, come into this room, and like also has one person from HR there. But then when you get in that room, they just slide a bonus across the table. That's the kind of prank that I endorse.
It just sounds like a promotion.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good boss. That's a good bossing right there. I like that.
Yeah. Just give me money. I don't care how you do it. Give it.
Pranks should involve money. I'll try and remember that moving forward. I feel like one year before I moved here, I told a bunch of my friends that instead of moving in the summer, I was actually moving the next day. So I did like a whole, and oh boy, I still hear shit for it 10 years later. So yeah, don't do moving pranks. They're bad. They're bad. I've learned, I've grown, I'm a better person now. You know who else has learned and grown and is now a person with extra points? That's Paige. Congratulations. The results of the poll revealed that you were receiving 2 points. Ironically enough, it's 1 point each from each of your opponent's scores.
Oh.
Dun 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 dun. Chaos, pure chaos headed into this final round. Ooh, I can't wait. Friends, I realized in all this talk about basketball and blue burgers and pranks that I didn't even reveal any of the other prizes that tonight's winner will be receiving. Man, how silly of me. Now, if we were to think about organization, I feel like if you were like me, and sometimes you just get home from a long day work and you're just a lazy son of a gun and you just throw your jacket off and it's in the floor for a couple hours till you finish cooking dinner and you're like, oh yeah, my jacket. You would love this 6-hook rack. There it is.
I do love that.
Yeah, I
You
can
just
see it. It
on
looks
a
good.
door. You
I
can
love
throw
it.
it on the door, and then boom, you've got 6 hooks right there. Ready.
I would also use it for my hats. I have many hats.
Hey, it's perfect for hats. It is perfect for hats. And you know what else is going to be good after you have efficiently put up your hats and you've had a long day and you're like, man, now I could just relax? Some shot glasses, some cute little shot glasses. Please do not put Fabuloso in these shot glasses, tonight's winner.
Don't tell me what to do.
Hey, now,
I
I'm telling
use it
you.
as cologne.
Yeah. Only use it as that, please. Oh my God. All right, friends, we have reached our final round. This is all about April Fools in honor of the day. All you're going to do is hear a little story from me, an old article, and you will have to identify whether this was an April Fool's prank that actually happened or one that was created through the brilliant use of AI. Now, there are 5 of these in total. All you got to do is give me a yes or a no. It is that simple. But before we get down to it, I will need from you a wager. You're going to have to wager how many points of your total score you would like to bet in this final round. I will need a total amount of points and how many questions out of 5 do you think you will get correct? Yes, Carly, that's right. And it gets even more stupid. You have to get that exact number correct. So if you guess you're going to get 3 out of 5, you better not get 2, and you better not get 5, you little show off. You better get 3 exactly. All right. Jesse, you are in last place, but just by 1 point, and you've done this before. So let's go to you first. How many points out of 14 would you like to wager? And how many of these do you think you will get right out of 5?
Thanks, Justin. First off, I just want to say hi to my wife. I want to say hi to my mom. Love you, Mom. I want to say hi to my daughter, Lucia. Go to bed. Thanks for having me on, man. Really appreciate it. I'm going to wager 11 big points because that's 11's like my uncle's birthday. So 11.
All right. And how many questions out of 5 do you think you'll get right?
These are just what true or false, basically. Yep. April Fool's questions, and there's 5 of them. I know I can't guess 2.7, but that's really where my heart is. I'm just gonna round down and say 2.
Wow.
2 out of 5. 2 out of 5. Paige, you just got into first place with some points. You got 15 whole big ones there. How many would you like to wager, and how many questions out of 5 do you think you're gonna get right?
Man, you know what? This is the first time I've ever been asked that sort of Jeopardy question. And I've looked forward to the day where I can say, why would you not just bet it all? You're on Jeopardy. Just go balls to the wall. So I am going to go to the wall with my balls. All 15. I'm going to wager all 15.
Okay. I'm sorry I'm not Alex Trebek to be able to fully fulfill that moment for you, but how many answers out of 5 do you think you'll get right?
I think I'm gonna get.
All five. All five.
I think I'm gonna get 4 right. I'm gonna be cocky.
Okay.
I'm gonna get 4
All
right.
right. Taking the ball slightly off the wall, but still just
Enough.
touching, just barely. Carly,
Yeah.
how many points out of 15 would you like to wager? And how many questions do you think you will get right out of 5?
I am a big chaos demon, and I am also gonna do all of my points.
I love this.
I
This is
can't
great.
carry points home with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting at home. I can't carry them anywhere. So I'm gonna wager all 15, and I don't want my balls as close to that wall. I am gonna say 2 questions. Gotta leave room for
Okay.
balls in that wall.
If all right, there we go. There we go. There's a little John joke in there somewhere, but there's no time. Let's get to that first one. In 2016, Google added a mic drop button to its email program. When clicked, it would send a GIF of a despicable me minion dropping a mic into outgoing messages to its recipients of the outgoing email and literally disabled replies, in effect, shutting down the conversation. Is this a thing Google actually did? I will come to you first, Jesse. What do you think?
No, because unsuccessfully sending emails is already a built-in feature of Gmail. So I'm going to say that this is false.
Okay. Paige?
I, as a big kind of a fan of the Minions, I'm also gonna say it's false because I didn't hear about it. And I would have loved to hear about something like that.
All right. Carly?
Big business daddy Google would never stop letting people send emails. So they absolutely are going to be boinging. You know what I mean? It's false.
I've got some interesting news for you folks. Big Daddy Google did that shit.
Wow, they're about that life.
And it was shut down within 7 hours of implementing it.
7 hours.
Oh, I guess they really were filling the Minions in 2016, man. Wild times.
The lead engineer from that project now works at Microsoft. Fun fact.
In 2017, a company called Lucid Mattress tried to advertise a Harambe in honor of Harambe. They offered the chance to lie in a bed with realistic fur and massive arms. Carly, did this actually happen?
Big Daddy Bed absolutely did this. I think that the Harambe massacre got way out of hand in the meme land, and they absolutely did this in taste of that very innocent animal.
Paige, what do you think? Did a mattress company try and exploit the death of an animal for their own personal gain?
Yes. And it was white people. But I actually don't think that this actually happened. This sounds I don't think this happened. I think that an AI said you got to be a Harambe bed. I don't know.
Jesse, what do you think here? We've got both sides of the coin here.
Okay, so if we assume that it's true, we assume that this company went out of business. And when I think of mattress companies, I think obviously, right, like Sealy, right, like and all the big ones from back in the day. But then all the new ones, you got like Purple, right? Shout out to I think Clover is one, maybe. I don't know. But Lucid doesn't ring a bell. I feel like I never heard of Lucid. So my theory is that it was grand opening, grand closing, right? Like they launched this Harambe thing. It didn't end well. Funding got pulled, right? Lucid, no more. So I'm going to say true.
Okay. Well, I got some good news and bad news for you contestants. Well, I guess the bad news is that this actually did happen. Lucid Mattresses did try and make a haram bed. I guess I have no real good news because Paige, you needed to get at least 4 of these correct, and you have already gotten 2 wrong, which means you may remove your balls from said wall. You have 0 points now.
Hey, at least I lived.
Hell
You
yeah,
guys,
brother.
you
It's
guys
the
don't
climb.
know how to live.
Life is a highway. We've got 2 contestants left with a shot to win this thing. Let's keep rolling.
Actually,
In 1992, a man claiming to be Richard Nixon told NPR he would be running for president again. Thousands believed it was actually Nixon announcing another bid for presidency. Did this really happen? Jago, I'm coming to you first.
Justin, can you just give me the first part of it again? What was
Sure.
it?
In 1992, a man claiming to be Richard Nixon called into NPR and told him he would be running for office again.
Oh man, okay. I feel like if that happened, that'd be the most exciting day at NPR, right? Since maybe only like a John Mayer tiny desk. I don't know. I don't know what could be bigger at the offices of NPR, but I
NPR
can
was
tell
down
you.
bad in 92.
What's that?
I said NPR was down bad in 92. No tiny desk, no all things
No
considered.
tiny desk. I'm saying like if this happened, this would have been literally like the most newsworthy thing to happen at NPR since like Kai Rizdale got like a new haircut or something. I don't know. Or the first day Ira walked in with the big frame glasses, right?
Yep.
People were like, "Oh shit, Ira! Damn, dog, you snapped! What?"
It broke their break in case of emergency air horn that day, I'm sure.
So I'm gonna go with true. This happened.
All right. Carly, what do you think?
Yeah. I live in Chicago. Don't stop me, internet. And I am part of the Chicago comedy community. Don't stop me, Chicago comedy community. And I know that there are some hooligans out there that absolutely have Richard Nixon impressions. And they absolutely have a landline phone or access to one. And they called into NPR and did their best Nixon. That's not the right word, and did the thing. So I think this is true.
All right. And Paige, just for shits and gigs, what do you think, man?
Since I have nothing to lose, I'm gonna go against the grain and say this did not happen. It sounds too simple. Too simple.
Well, Paige, in 1992, I got to tell you, it was a simpler time. This totally happened.
Well,
People were
no
ready
points
to
to lose.
get in the streets in protest against a fake Richard Nixon. Crazy times, y'all. Oh boy. In 1996, actually, before I get into the next one, let me tell both of you, Carly and Jesse,
What an interesting
both
situation.
already have 2 out of your 5 correct. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But that also means you have to get the next 2 wrong on purpose. There's no going over. No. Anyway, in 1996, Taco Bell ran full-page advertisements in the Philadelphia Inquirer and the New York Times, as well as USA Today, about its purchase of the Liberty Bell, renaming it the Taco Liberty Bell to, quote, help the national debt. Did this really happen? Paige, coming to you first.
I'm gonna say yes. I think it happened.
Jesse?
I was really hoping you'd go to Carly first.
Sorry.
Can you repeat the question?
In 1996, Taco Bell ran full-page advertisements in the Philadelphia Inquirer, as well as other newspapers, including the New York Times and USA Today, about its purchase of the Liberty Bell, renaming it the Taco Liberty Bell, in order to, quote, help the national debt. Liv Moss.
Okay, these are the same people that give away free tacos during the World Series when someone steals a base. So clearly we're not working with the most highly evolved people on their marketing teams. 1996, yeah, absolutely. In 1996, what was going on? The Counting Crows, August and Everything After, had probably already been out for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We had an election that year, I guess. Huh?
yeah, there was an Olympics, you know? There was an Olympic. Sure. I was a junior in high school. Probably just got my driver's license. That's exciting for young me. I'm gonna go with I did not subscribe to USA Today when I was a high school junior, but I'm gonna go with this is true.
Okay. Carly, what do you think?
Okay. So I don't know if it's a hallucination in my own AI brain, but I have a memory of this story that they did this marketing stunt and saying that they renamed the Liberty Bell the Liberty Taco Bell. Taco Liberty Bell. But here's the other thing. I'm having a Monty Hall problem because the last three stories were true, right? The Haram the Nixon, and Google. And if you gave us a fourth true, that doesn't sound right. But I remember it as being true.
Let's make a death pact. Let's just Thelma and Louise this, baby. Come on.
What do you mean?
Let's just drive off the cliff together.
Wait, you want me to say true as well?
Yeah. Let's just hold hands and just...
No, wait, because if you lose all your points, you have 3 points left.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want this to happen.
I'm gonna say false. I don't know where I end up on this whole spectrum, but I'm gonna say false.
Fair enough. Interesting. This did happen.
No!
Wow.
No.
Correct. Jesse, you have 3 correct, which means, unfortunately, my friend, you lose 11 points, but we're not done yet.
I got one more chance.
Shit.
I got one more chance.
We're not out the woods, Carly. You still got to get one more roll on purpose to seal this dub. Oh, so much tension.
I am.
It's like a good March Madness game.
I know.
Can I make a confession?
Sure.
I legit was trying to get that answer correct, and then only shortly after realized that I was supposed to be trying to get it incorrect.
I wanted to ask about that, but I figured.
Because I was like, man, I'm applying super sound logic to all of this. You know, like everything I said, the way I laid it out, like I beautiful minded it. I was like, there's no way this argument is just irrefutable.
Both of you were really on it in that last one. I was impressed. I was like, man, I felt like a villain in Scooby-Doo. I'm like, you guys saw the clues, you seen everything there, you noticed the pattern, you see, but did you? Because it all comes down to this. There's still hope for you, Jesse. In 2013, Florida country radio music host Val St. John and John Fish were suspended after telling listeners that dihydrogen monoxide was coming out of their taps through the Fort Myers, Florida area. Dihydrogen monoxide is, of course, water. Did this really happen? Were they really suspended for saying dihydrogen monoxide was coming out of taps? Paige, what do you think?
I do think this happened. I feel like I've heard this story before. I feel like little boys, when I was little boys would come up and be like, have you ever drank dihydrogen monoxide? I have a little brother. Have you ever drank dihydrogen monoxide?
Good little brother impression.
Think you're funny? And I would say no, and I would get freaked out and I would fall for it. So never again. I think this really happened. I think that's where they learned it.
Jesse, what do you think?
Gosh, I was really hoping you go to Carly. That's okay. Yeah, man. Getting back to like really stupid April Fool's pranks, this one's just so dumb, like on every level, right? The perpetrator is dumb for lacking originality, the victim in this case is a dullard who didn't pay attention in fourth grade chemistry, right? So there's no, it's just all losers. There's no winners in this thing, and the sad part is, what were the actually? Can you give me the names of the disc jockeys again?
Yeah, Val St. John and Scott Fish.
These fucking Val St. John. What the fuck are you? Some lame Miz wannabe motherfucking ass with your stupid ass, John Valjean type bullshit. And then what was the other guy? What was it?
Scott Fish.
Scott Fish. Scott Fish.
Got Val in the morning.
Just, I think this entire question was made up. False. False.
All right, Carly. All comes down to this.
Will you read it one more time?
Absolutely. In 2013, Florida country radio morning show hosts Val St. John and Scott Fish were suspended after telling listeners that dihydrogen monoxide was coming out of the taps throughout the Fort Myers area. Dihydrogen monoxide is, of course, water.
Fort Myers, give me a break.
Dihydrogen monoxide is water? Hydrogen monoxide is
H2O.
Dihydrogen, so two hydrogen, right? Mono, one oxide.
Man, damn. I thought I found.
Guess that one still gets into this day.
It was water, and it was in Florida.
Fort Myers, to be exact.
Okay, and 2013. Florida's all about those conspiracy theories, right? But here we are again, Justin. We just had the fourth true story in a row, and you said some of these were not correct. Some of them were made up AI lies. I feel like I'm having a fever dream.
What if that was an April Fool's that Justin is playing on you, on all of us?
What if there's no prizes?
And did you say that they were fired?
Suspended.
Okay.
With or without pay?
I think you know the answer to that.
Okay, so my answer is false because I think this actually happened.
Okay. And that's correct, Carly. You did it.
Wait.
Wow.
Wait, it was false or it was true? I'm confused.
It really happened, but you were correct in saying that it should be false for your specific answer.
Oh, that's so confusing the way you said that. Oh. When you said she was correct, I thought she got it right, meaning that she got a third one. I done 0.
That's my fault then.
Did I win?
Carly, yes, you won.
Oh,
you win the Fabuloso. You win the shot glasses. You win.
I'm gonna drink it. It's purple.
You win all this. All of this is yours. No fooling. You did it. It's over. You've survived.
That's so
Congratulations. Geez, how's it feel?
Honestly, I still feel like I'm in a fever dream.
Yeah, that's fair. And for clarification, technically I said either these will be a real story or made up by AI. Not one of them has to be by AI. They were all true. They all really happened.
You April Fools us.
You fools did us.
I mean, but you guys are friends. We're all friends, so it's cool, right?
Yeah.
Cool, right?
It was a good prank.
Here to lose.
Oh, Paige. You know what? You went balls to the wall, and I always appreciate that from a contestant. You risked it all. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. I hope you had fun. Is there anything you want to say? Anybody you want to shout out before we get the hell out of here?
Who? Me?
Yeah, you, Paige. We're saying goodbyes.
Shout out to all the mainies. They're definitely not watching this. Shout out to the Easter Bunny. He did a good job this weekend. And shout out to you, Justin. What a good little fun time we have here. What a good group of people.
Glad I could steal some of your guys' time away for a little bit. Jesse, the hunt for that first win continues, but goddamn, you made it interesting, and you know way more about tuition than I would have ever thought you probably would have. But I guess it makes sense when you think about it. Anything you want to say before we get the hell out of here and check on how this UConn USC game's going?
I just want to just give a shout out to all the dreamers out there. Everyone with a goal, everyone working towards something. Keep grinding, keep hustling. Keep cold plunging and waking up at 4 a.m. Rise and grind is what I've never said to anyone ever before this moment. But do whatever you need to do. Write a handwritten letter and send it to someone that you admire. Contemplate a bird every once in a while, and reflect while being still.
I like that. I like that last part.
Thank you. Oh, shout out to gratitude.
Tonight's big winner, Carly, you did it, you done it, it is over. Anybody you want to shout out, anything you want to say before we hit the old dusty trail?
Yes, I just want to thank the Academy for this award and my husband for supporting me all along, and to the other nominees in the category. It was such an honor to be nominated alongside of you, and I just admire your work so much. And to our host for the night, Justin, I am so just in awe of everything you do. And to the MVP, I can't let it go without throwing it up, but to him, gotta throw it up to him. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him doing all the technical stuff. So.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I'm gonna give you a bunch of points for that since you already won.
Oh yeah.
The true secret of the game. Brian Bam, and you can win.
So much fabuloso.
All right, M, up there in the shadow realm, do you got anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, you can tune into Witching Hour if you want to. It's on the 15th at 8 p.m. right here in the same place. It's me and Kayla talking about the new moon, the full moon, our therapists, astrology, anything else on our mind. And we usually smoke weed, and so can you.
Hell yeah, dog. Speaking of which, that doesn't sound like the worst idea in the world. So let's wrap this puppy up. On behalf of myself, the contestants, am hanging out up there in the shadow realm. This has been Stupid Games, Stupid Prizes on the Trident Network on Twitch. We will be back on Monday, May 6th. Ooh, Seis de Mayo. I wonder what I'll have planned. I haven't even thought of it yet. So I guess you'll have to tune in to find out. Everybody have a good night, and please stop betting. Save your money. Bye.